Hey, this is Jordan. I'm doing my NFL spread predictions for next week. I want to do it really early this week. I'm gonna do a video doing the spread predictions where they are now, and then obviously they change, so I'll do one in a few days. But for people who want to bet early, which is smart because a lot of times the line changes drastically, um, it's always best to take it early. Unless you're betting on an underdog or something like that, then it's better to wait till the line changes in your favor. Um, anyways, Kansas City versus Tennessee. Uh, this is going to be an interesting game. I'm not sure if Pat Mahomes is coming back. I think he is. The thing is, Matt Moore's been playing well anyway, so I don't think it even matters. Um, right now, the spread's at -4, and a lot of places don't even have spreads. That's the only game that is having this problem, obviously, because no one knows if Pat Mahomes is playing. So, but most places have it at 3.5 or 4. Most places have it at -4. So I'm gonna say Kansas City -4. If Pat Mahomes is playing or Matt Moore, it doesn't honestly matter to me. I think Matt Moore's been playing well, and if Pat Mahomes comes back, he might be rusty, but only for maybe the first quarter or the first half. I think he'll still I still think he'll win it. I think yeah, no matter who plays, they'll win. So you just Tennessee. I took Tennessee plus 3.5 against the Carolina Panthers with Kyle Allen, and I mean, they lost by 10 points. I was like, that was terrible. Tennessee is just awful. Yeah, I would. You got to take Kansas City. Kansas City beat the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings are a good team. You know, they beat them. So Buffalo versus Cleveland. Right now the spread is Cleveland -2.5. Cleveland has been really awful lately. I just can't put my trust in Cleveland. If anything, if I was gonna take anything on the spread, uh, I would take Cleveland minus the 2.5 over Buffalo plus 2.5. Even though I do like Buffalo. Um, Also Buffalo money line could be a good play depending on what it is. I'm only looking at the spreads, but if it's a good money line, that would work. Um, I think the best play here is under. So it opened at 42.5. And obviously people hammer that. Now it's down to 40.5. I think people are gonna keep hammering. I think you should just take it at 40.5 because I mean that who's gonna bet on the over for that game? Cleveland's offense has been playing badly, and Buffalo always has low scoring defensive games. I mean Buffalo Cleveland. It seems like an underplay. I would take yeah Buffalo Cleveland under the 40.5 points. And if you're taking the spread, I would take Cleveland -2.5. I still think they have some life in them. I do like Baker Mayfield, but I like the way Buffalo's been playing. I was surprised they got destroyed by the Eagles. That was weird, but yeah, I'm gonna take Cleveland -2.5 and under 40.5 points. Arizona versus Tampa Bay is a weird one because Tampa Bay had a pretty good game against Seattle, but I still don't trust them. That I just don't trust them. And then Arizona, they've actually been surprisingly like not good, but better than I thought. So it's kind of. I mean, I almost want to take. Huh. That's one game I would stay away from. That might be one of the yeah that's a hard to predict game in my opinion. I mean, Tampa Bay's at home, and Jameis Winston he's playing for his career. He's playing for I mean, if he doesn't play well, if he played well last week. If he doesn't keep doing that, he he's probably gonna never play again. Not at least for Tampa, because he's had a weird career. He's just so off and on, and that's the thing. He was on last week, so maybe he's gonna be off this week. He's so flip floppy. It makes me not want to take them, but I think I would still take Tampa Bay at -4.5 over Arizona. I mean, Arizona's okay, but yeah, I have to take Tampa Bay at -4.5. The New York Jets versus the New York Giants. I would take. Ooh, so this one opened up as the Jets' favorite, and now the Giants are favored by 2. I don't know why the Jets would be favored. That's ridiculous. That's like completely absurd. um, so I would definitely take the Giants minus the two. Definitely, I understand why people are betting on the Giants. The Jets have just been they just haven't been very good. I mean, they lost to the Dolphins. They lost to the Dolphins. Um, I don't know, but at the same time, the Jets maybe they want to get revenge. Maybe they or maybe not on the Giants, but maybe they're angry about last week, and they just they're gonna try and they're playing at home too. You got to take that into account. So it's not like they're gonna lay down. They're playing at home, but I mean the Giants have been playing a lot better than the Jets. Like I like the way Daniel Jones has been playing. I really like the way Daniel Jones is playing, and Sam Darnold's been awful. He has been awful. Um, yeah, I mean, I have to take. I'm pretty much only basing this on the quarterback. Pretty much, I'm taking the Giants because I like the quarterback more. I mean, yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold's been awful. So, um, Atlanta versus New Orleans. Hmm. So New Orleans is favored by 12 and a half over Atlanta. Um, that's a toughie. I mean, Alvin Kamara is going to be back. Drew Brees looked really good against the Cardinals. I took the Cardinals at plus 12 and a half, the same exact spread. Against because I actually thought Teddy Bridgewater was going to play, um, but anyways, yeah, that didn't end up well. They destroyed, so it makes me not want to take that again. It's kind of hard for me to take that because Atlanta's just so bad. Atlanta's one of the worst teams in the NFL right now. I would take over 51 and a half points. I would stay away from the spread. The spread is too large. I would take over 51 and a half points. I think that's an easy play to me because Alvin Kamara's back. Drew Brees is playing well. Falcons have an awful defense. It should be high scoring, and I think the Falcons will put up some points, maybe two touchdowns and a field goal, something like that. If the game ends, I could see it ending like 34-17 or something like that. Um, oh, that would be under. That would be exactly 51 points. So, ooh. Well, maybe if it was like 34-20, I could. I mean, that's a very realistic score. 34-20. Yeah, I would take over 51 and a half points. Definitely. Baltimore versus Cincinnati. Baltimore is favored by 10 points. They should be because they just beat the Patriots. Um, Cincinnati's at home though. I actually have to take Cincinnati plus the 10. I know the Braves are playing well, but I mean, and they're gonna win this game for sure. But I just have to take Cincinnati plus 10 at home. These division rival games are always close. I don't care how bad one team is and how good the other is. It's always close. So yeah, you got to take a division rival at home at plus 10. I don't care who it is. Yeah, Cincinnati. I know they're bad, but yeah, Cincinnati plus 10. That's it. Yeah. Carolina versus Green Bay. I like. I mean, even though Green Bay lost and Carolina played well, see the line opened up. Yeah, the spread opened up at -7 in favor of Green Bay. Now I would have jumped on Carolina at plus 7. I like that. Um, Now it's dropped all the way down to -5.5. That's it's kind of a weird one. Um, you know what? I think that Green Bay is going to be trying to that offense. They played so bad last week. I think they're going to try and get back on track. It could be a high scoring game. And Carolina, man, they've been having some high scoring games. They just put up 30 points last week. They've been putting up 30 points, around 30 points a lot this season with Kyle Allen. I might take the over here. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I think he's going to try and get back on track. And um, I have to see if I have to look at the injuries for the Packers. The Packers. See, hold on. Yeah. So yeah, I was looking at some of the injuries and stuff, and yeah, I have to take yeah Green Bay. Because I remember, Devonte Adams came back last week, and he didn't look too good, but he had just come back from the injury, so I think he's going to play better. Um, yeah, I think he's going to play. I mean, I definitely think the Packers as a team are going to play better than they did when they played the Chargers, but I think Devonte Adams is going to be much better because he'll be more healthy. Anyways, yeah, Green Bay minus 5.5. If you could find that minus 4.5, to me, I would honestly. Here's what I would do. I would wait because people are putting money on Carolina. I think people are gonna keep putting money on Carolina, and I think that it's gonna drop down to like -4, possibly. Yeah, so somewhere around -4, maybe even -3.5. Probably -4.5, but right now it's at -5.5, and I just don't like that. I mean, if I was gonna take anything, I'd take Green Bay -5.5, but I would wait until it drops down. I'm gonna post another video later on in the week to see how the lines have changed. The spreads actually. I'm not doing money lines. I keep saying lines. How? Yeah, I mean, I think people are gonna keep putting money on Carolina. Yeah, the spreads. I think the spreads are gonna change. Um. So, anyways, Green Bay -5.5. Detroit, Chicago. Detroit, they're missing. I think they're still going to be missing Kerryon Johnson. They got rid of that safety Diggs. That's been affecting their defense. Um, you know, they just they're not the same team as they were last year. Yeah, and they weren't even that good last year. But yeah, I mean, but it's tough for me to take Chicago in any situation because they've been honestly, in my opinion, the most disappointing team of the whole season. I thought they could make it to even the super like I remember at the beginning of the season I was thinking they could be a Super Bowl contender for sure. I think everyone was thinking they could be a Super Bowl contender, but it really has to do with the coaching and I would say mostly Mitchell Trubisky. Mitchell Trubisky is just a disappointment. They can't. You're not going to win a Super Bowl with that guy. So, anyways, I would still take Chicago minus the 2.5. This opened up at -3.5, and now it's dropped down to -2.5. I like that. I like that because I think they'll probably win by 3. So, even though Chicago's been playing badly, they're playing at home. That's important, I think. Because it's a division game. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think Chicago's really going to give it their all for this game, and I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win by probably 3 points. So Chicago -2.5. Miami versus Indianapolis. I'm not sure if Jacoby Brissett is he had his injury is week to week, so I'm not sure if he's going to be healthy. But also Brian Hoyer, he played pretty well. He played pretty well. I mean, that was pretty impressive. I thought he was going to play like complete crap, and but they still lost to the Steelers, and the Steelers were like missing James Conner. They were not a. It was so, but I still think Brian Hoyer actually played better than I thought he would. But either way, if Jacoby Brissett's coming back from injury or it's Brian Hoyer, either one, I'm taking Miami. Plus 10. That sucks though because it opened up at plus 15.5, and people just hammered the hell out of it. Now it's all the way down to -10.5. Um, Man, that must have wow. People really jumped on that. I mean, that's a huge. I mean, 5 point difference. Um, but yeah, if you could have jumped on Miami at plus 15.5, that would have been pretty sweet. I think it's gonna keep dropping. I think this spread. I don't know why they opened it so big. I think people know that Indy lost to a Steelers team that's not very good. So um, they'll probably win this game. I think they're definitely gonna win this game, but Miami will keep it close. They beat the Jets, and yeah, I mean they looked pretty good against the Jets. They also looked good when they played the Steelers the first half, and then they completely blew it. But um, yeah, I'm taking Miami plus 10.5. And L.A. Rams versus Pittsburgh. I have to take the Rams at -4. The Rams. I mean, ever since they got Jalen Ramsey, their defense looks a lot better. They're a team that could go to the Super Bowl. I can't say the same about Pittsburgh. I mean, I don't think the Rams are going to go to the Super Bowl, but they could. They're a good team. I definitely have to take the Rams minus the 4. I don't know. I don't know who's betting on Pittsburgh. I mean, it looks like Pittsburgh's at home, but I still don't care. I mean, yeah, Rams. They're a better team. I think anyone can agree that the Rams are a better team than the Pittsburgh Steelers. Um, yeah. So that's an easy one for me. LA Rams minus the 4. Minnesota versus Dallas. I have to take Dallas. I actually have to take Minnesota plus 3. Yeah, no, Minnesota plus the 3, and I think this line's actually going to change. I think people are going to put money on Minnesota, depending on what happens tonight. But people are probably going to put money on Minnesota, and because even though they lost, I don't know. I still think plus 3. I like that. I like that number. Um, so I think the line's going to change. I don't know how it's going to change. It might change in Dallas's favor if they played really well tonight. Then I would definitely take Minnesota plus whatever. But if Dallas plays badly and the line changes and it goes down to like -1.5 or -2 for Dallas, it could be intriguing only because they are at home and I mean they are trying to fight for going to the Super Bowl. They really do want to try and get to the Super Bowl. So they just got Michael Bennett on the team. I think that'll help. Um, Right now, I take Minnesota at plus 3, but it'll change. I'll do another video, but right now, Minnesota plus 3. Um, and then Seattle, San Francisco. That's the last one I'll do. Um, that is the Monday night game for next week. That's really far ahead. Right now, San Francisco's at -6. Seattle and San Francisco have been playing really well. They have been playing well. I would take, you know, so Josh Gordon just went to the Seahawks and Emmanuel Sanders just went to 49ers. So they that does improve both of their offenses. I might have to take the over 45. I like both these teams. Both these teams have been playing well and they do have good defenses. And I don't know, it might be a tough matchup for Seattle only because one of their biggest problems every year is the offensive line, and San Francisco has an awesome defensive line, pass rush. That could be a really bad matchup for the Seahawks. But also, it's they're division rivals. I don't know if they're rivals, but it's in division NFC West. Um, yeah, NFC West division. But San Francisco, I honestly would like to take Seattle plus 6 because I don't. If San Francisco, I think they're definitely going to win, but plus 6 is kind of a big spread right now. I think that it's going to be a really close game. I mean, San Francisco only won by 3 points against the Cardinals. I took San Francisco -6.5 against the Cardinals, thinking, oh, that's an easy one. -6.5, yeah, I'm sure they'll win by a touchdown against the Cardinals. They only won by 3 points, so hard for me to trust San Francisco right now. Um, Seattle's been winning too. They've been winning. They've been winning close games, but they still been winning them. So, and that's the thing. Yeah, all of like the last San Francisco game was close. Last Seattle game went to overtime, so it was obviously close. Yeah, I mean, it's to me, I would have to take Seattle plus the 6, but I'm not sure. I would wait till see how the line changes. Um, I honestly think that over 45.5. I think it could be a high scoring game just because these two teams are good. Like they're gonna score points. It's not gonna be like what was it like Washington versus Buffalo last week. I took the under for that. That was an easy play. Even though I bet a lot of people didn't because it was so low at 36.5, but it's still like still. Um, I think that's what it was, 36.5 or something. Or maybe it was 38. No, I think I don't know. But anyways, it hit under. um, yeah, because they only scored 33 points for the whole game. I think it was like 24-9, something like that. Anyways, so I would take over 45.5 points. In my next video, I'll probably do more over under plays. I'll probably try and figure out some good over under plays because I'm sure there's some more games that'll be defensive heavy. That I mean, every time you see two bad offenses against two good defenses, You got to take the under. Same with two bad defenses versus two good offenses. But so far, I'm not seeing any very intriguing matchups when it comes to. I mean, Miami versus Indianapolis could be pretty low scoring. I could understand taking under 44 and a half, just because those two teams are awful. Um, but maybe it could easily go over that. Yeah, I mean, you never know. But anyways, and also the Chargers Oakland game. Actually, yeah, the Chargers haven't been putting up a lot of points. Yeah, there's really no good over under plays in my opinion. I mean, there's only the I mean I like the ones I named earlier in the video, but like especially Atlanta, New Orleans, I do like over 51, and Seattle, San Francisco, I like over 45 and a half. But most of them in Buffalo, Cleveland under 40 and a half. I mean that should be very low scoring. I mean that's a very intriguing matchup when it comes to the under. That's yeah, definitely. So, um, anyways, I'll sign off. But tonight I have Dallas minus the 6.5. Oh, that's the only game that I won. But yeah, right now, yeah, tonight I have Dallas minus 6.5. So hopefully I get it right. Dallas opened up at -9, so that's one of those things where it's better to just wait. Um, yeah. So, anyways, hopefully I get most of these correct.